Okay, so someone requested that I show how to start the plastic bag basket, which is pretty popular. Everyone really likes it. So you're going to take a plastic bag. I live in Thailand. We have millions of plastic bags and they all come in really pretty colors. So you're going to lay it out flat and we're going to fold it first into nice strip, and then we're going to cut off the bottom seam and throw it away. We don't want it. And then we're going to cut 1/2-inch pieces or so all along the bag up to the handles. Okay, and so what this gives us is a nice loop. We are going to take 2 pieces for our guts. I'm using white ones, and then a pink one for my actual colored part to start with. So to start our basket, my basket is based on the pine needle baskets, which are really common and popular craft down in the southern United States. We're going to take our wrapping piece and we're going to tie a knot around the guts part. So because it's a loop, it's real easy. We're just going to tie a kind of knot. So you're going to go around and put one piece through the loop of the other side. Just tighten it on down as good as you can. And beginning a basket is notoriously obnoxious, so it's going to be fiddly. It might take you a few tries to get it right. Don't give up. So we have tied our knot onto the plastic bag. You want to attach the needle onto the end. I find that folding the end helps, and use a big eye darning needle. Okay, so we are going to wrap our wrapping thread around the guts pieces a few times. And then we're going to fold it and wrap it all the way around. So there's a hole right here, but it's folded in. Okay, we're going to fold this over again. Okay, so with our needle, we're going to go through the hole. It's very fiddly at the beginning, don't be afraid. It might take you a few tries. Okay, so we're going to, for this first layer, don't wrap around the guts, just go through the middle. So go through the middle, wrap a little more guts, go through the middle. Don't worry at this point in time if the guts are still showing in places. Don't worry. Okay, so I believe I've done a full round. Do another one to start. Okay, so when you think you've gone all the way around, then you can start wrapping your guts by themselves. So wrap around once, go through the middle, okay, and now is when you want to make sure that your guts are completely covered. Wrap around. I'm being fiddly. Go go through the middle. Okay. Okay, when you get short on your piece, you just take off the needle, open up the loop, put a new piece on top, reach through the hole and pull, and you have tied it on. I like to try to roll the knot to make it a little bit more streamlined. Put the needle back on. Again, I fold it to make it easier to go through the needle, and use a big-eyed darning needle, which is not sharp. So here's my guts, here's my wrapping piece. We're going to wrap the guts with the wrapping piece and go through the middle. Okay, so when you think you've gone a full time around, then you can stop going through the middle and start going through the holes in the previous layer. Okay, so I do believe there's a hole right here for the previous layer. Might be covered a little bit. All right, beautiful. Okay, so I am no longer going through the middle. Now I'm going through the first layer. And we are starting the actual base. The center is now finished, which is great. Here's the next hole. The holes might be hidden partially because it is pretty tight at this point. We're still only doing one wrap. We can do more wraps later. You want your base to be flat at this point, so you need to try to like move the plastic around so that it's not curving in any way. You want it to be flat at this point in time to make a disc. Okay, so at this point in time you can start to see a nice star pattern. We have the middle, the center, and our first layer here. And then when I connect the next layer, I will go into the holes between the center and the first layer. Good.